Parenting may be the greatest challenge set before those destined to have children. It is a daunting task that shatters the patience of the patient and leaves even the most proactive person gasping for air. My parenting journey started roughly 5 years ago. I now have 2 children, a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old. My first child came with the force of a hurricane, leaving behind a huge mess that would ultimately change the landscape forever. I could no longer live my same old selfish life. I cleaned up the mess, and I have built something new, and I haven't been the same since. Parenting changes your life for the rest of your life. Be aware of the force called children. Know that if you let them in, they will take over. Kids are taking over, more specifically toddlers. Sure, they look innocent enough, sitting in their cribs or on the floor playing quietly with their toys, but it's all a ruse. They have an agenda, they're committed, and they've been outsmarting us for years. Everything they do is to advance their plan to take over the world. I don't know how they've done it, but somehow they've managed to take over the control of our television sets. Rather than watching our favorite news program or the History Channel, we find ourselves caving to their desires and watching SpongeBob or Jimmy Neutron for hours. These are the same kids who hide our glasses, car keys, wallets, TV guide, and merely giggle or speak some kind of gibberish when we try to interrogate them. Where are my keys, Bobby? Goo goo gaga. Come on, boy, tell Daddy where you put them. Imofag you. Their resistance to these inquisitions would impress military experts worldwide. The FBI and CIA have tried to decipher their secret code, but it's unbreakable. We're headed for trouble, people. And who gets the power seat at the dinner table? The high chair? The name sounds commanding. I am telling you, world, their hostile takeover has been planned right under our noses, and we've been too blinded by their cuteness to see it. They've been holding high-level security meetings in sandboxes all over the globe. Sure, it looks like innocent play to us, but it isn't. No matter how cute they are, we cannot continue to roll over and let these kids take over. It's time that we let them know who's in charge here. Children need balanced discipline. Oftentimes, parents are too harsh with their kids, always yelling at them, too wrapped up in their own agenda to give their kids their patience and time. Ephesians 6:4 says, "Fathers, do not provoke your children to anger by the way that you treat them. Rather, raise them up with the instruction and discipline that comes from the Lord." Other parents have the view that their children should run free, do as they please, and discover themselves. No. Children need discipline. Too many parents believe that discipline will damage their children. If we let our kids run wild, they will end up on a path that leads to destruction. Proverbs 22:15 says, "Foolishness is bound up in the heart of a child. The rod of discipline will remove it far from him." We discipline our children to uproot them from the destructive path they are on and plant them on a new path that leads to life. Discipline is an act of love. Proverbs 13:24 says, "Those who fail to discipline their children hate their children. Those who love their children care enough to discipline them." Before you decide to go out and become a parent, find a couple who are already parents and berate them about their methods of discipline, lack of patience, appalling tolerance levels. Let letting their children run free. Suggest ways in which they might improve their child's sleeping habits, toilet training, table manners, and overall behavior. Enjoy it. It'll be the last time in your life that you have all the answers.
It's so true.
My two children enjoy riding their bikes and scooters around my kitchen. They like to sit on their three-wheel scooter, one on the front and one on the back. This is the conversation they had the other day. Elijah, I want to sit on the back. No, Grace, I want to sit on the front. I want to sit on the back. No, I want to sit on the front. No, I want to sit on the back. Grace, do you want to sit on the back? Yeah. Insanity is hereditary. You can catch it from your children. I think the hardest part about parenting was the beginning. The pregnancy, the breastfeeding, the staying awake in the middle of the night. Those things were tough on me. My wife really feels bad for me when I describe it to her. She always gives me this look. In order to discover how the nights will feel with your newborn baby, walk around your living room from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. carrying a wet bag weighing approximately 8 to 12 pounds with a radio tuned to static playing loudly. At 10 p.m. put the bag down, set your alarm for midnight, and go to sleep. Wake up at midnight, walk around your living room with the bag until 1 a.m. Set your alarm for 3 a.m. You won't be able to sleep, so get up at 2 a.m. and have a beverage. Go to sleep at 2:45 a.m. Wake up at 3 a.m. when the alarm goes off. Sing songs in the dark till 4 a.m. Set your alarm for 5 a.m. Wake up, make breakfast. Continue this for about 5 years. Look cheerful. Here are a couple of stress relief tips for exhausted, desperate parents. Pound your head repeatedly on a loaf of lightly toasted Wonder Bread. Put your toddler's clothes on backwards and send him off to preschool as if nothing were wrong. Take $10 out of the offering plate at church and put in a note saying, "You owe me, Lord." I may not be the best person to take parental advice from. As me and my wife were leaving for a night out, our babysitter told us, "Take as long as you'd like." That was 2 years ago. Our instruction shapes the lives of our children. This is the greatest responsibility we may ever have. Although parenting is extremely difficult, every day I look forward to the smiles of my children. Things that take a lot of effort come with great reward. Mr. Joseph.